yeah. Oh, yeah, boy.
I started to stop.
So you want to know what your record was last week on your predictions? Oh,
I do. I do. I'm sorry. Life is
it was 12 games. How many do you think you picked right out of 12 games?
6.
Higher.
8.
8 out of 12, my friend.
8 out of 12. All right. Russ can pick them.
And I picked 4 out of 12.
But you got your lock pick.
I got my lock pick and you did not. Correct.
I did my lock. So one of my me trying to take them damn points.
Yeah, the Giants just suck. That's all.
Yeah, you warned me. You warned me. I like this one because it loops better. The other one ends.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're going into Villain Squad, Detroit Lions News, the YouTube, the Hallis Hall Report, and Lions main event. We good to go there?
Yep. You want me to hit the? Oh, I can't do the count. You know what I'll do? We're gonna open this show with. Let me find the Ifatu Melifanu. That'll be our intro for today. How about that? You like that?
Oh, I got all the intros lined up here. I can play the regular intros.
No, I mean with yeah, you could do the regular. If you want to play the intro, that's fine. But I'm thinking we could. The Ifatu one actually has a good, segue in there, and it promotes the other stuff.
Okay.
Want to try that?
Whatever you think, man.
It just says Ifatu. That's one of our new intros right there. So see if you guys like this, Detroit Lion fans.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifatu Melifanu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and main event Mike.
Yeah, that's enough. I'm chomping at the bit here.
Yeah, you are. You are. Get it, man. Get it.
What's going on, Russell Wayne and the Main Event 365 Network? This is Jason Kabinda from the Detroit Lions. Here to give y'all a shout out, man. We appreciate all the support, man. Know you guys are big fans. Know that you guys are rooting for us to take the North this year, and we're going to do just that, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Just want to give y'all a shout out. Y'all have a great day.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Football Talk with Russell Wayne. Obviously, I am not Russell Wayne. It is I, Main Event Mike, filling in for Russell Wayne. We do have Russell here. He just couldn't be in his producing studio today, so I'm here to take you through. I'm going to hold your hand, and we are going to walk through this Friday morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us today. Let's take a look who's in the comments already. Oh my gosh, it's so full already. We got good morning, Fred. It's a great day to be a Lion. One pride. I love it. Put what team you represent in the comments. Be sure to put your comments in. This is an interactive show. We love to see your comments and questions especially. So put a question in there if you like. We are broadcasting live into Detroit Lions News. I am not going to pull up all of their. Oh, you're doing it for me. Look at that. Detroit Lions News. We are broadcasting live into Detroit Lions News, also in Detroit Lions Villain Squad. That's our page. If you haven't followed it already, please do so. We appreciate you so much. We're also going into Mike the Bear fan. If you're a Bear fan, we're trying to talk about the whole NFC North here, even though it's mostly a story about the Lions this year. We are also broadcasting on our YouTube. We are trying very hard to get our YouTube pumped up. If you are on YouTube, please smash that like button while you're at it. It's at Main Event 365. Jeffrey Addison says, present and accounted for. Our good friend Chad. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chad. Scotty Reno. Welcome to the show. Our good friend, he's a skull bandit. Sebastian Cole, put on your diapers, baby. I'm back. Oh, I'm going to shit myself. Welcome back to the show, Sebastian. Jordan Mijo. Good morning. One pride, Jordan. Fred Peterson, morning, y'all are live. Yeah, we know. It takes a minute there, Fred, for us to invite everybody to click all the places where we're broadcasting. So we have a little bit of chit-chat before we actually get this thing rolling every morning. Damn, that's pretty awesome, guys. Thank you, Sebastian. Stephen Swift, good morning. Go Lions, Stephen. Paul Jones in there. I represent the anal ease. Oh, wait, we don't call him anal ease anymore, do we? I represent the anal zone. It wasn't Anzalone, it's the anal zone. Detroit fan man, our good friend, hey peoples. And here it is, Russ. Steve is real. Yeah. Sup, everyone? Let me talk to you. We're ready for you to talk to us, Steve, because the Green Bay Packers have a kind of a toughie this week, and we want to talk about it. Green Bay with the Chargers coming off a tough loss against the Detroit Lions. And there he is. Welcome to the program, the maestro, Russell Wayne.
Well, thank you. And this is your show today, Mike. I'm not going to, even though my wife is awesome, she got back from her doctor appointment a little bit early, so I actually had access to my studio, and here we are. I'm in the studio, but this is Main Event Mike's show today. This is Football Talk with Main Event Mike today.
We call this the good looking show. So Russ, can you actually produce from there as well? Can we both be in here at the same time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So this is how I would be able to star a comment. So every time that we do this, I should just join in this way as well. And then we can do the starring the comment thing that we've been trying to figure out, right? What do you think of that?
Right on.
Right on. Facebook user says, good morning, men. Good morning, Facebook user. Don't forget to give StreamYard permissions. Just click allow, and we'll be able to see your name and your profile pic as well. Lorenzo, welcome to the show, Lorenzo. The main event, roaring in Southwest Florida. Welcome to the program, Lorenzo. Go ahead, Russ.
I was just going to say that if you want your name to show up and you don't want to really mess with it, just follow us on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel doesn't discriminate and call you a YouTube user. It actually has your name on there. So if you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch it from there, then we'll be able to see your name faux show.
All right. That's a good call out. There you go. Hey, y'all, Jerome Salters. Welcome to the program, Jerome. And our good friend Mike Fisher in the comments as well. Good morning. So, Russ, you know what day it is, right? It's Friday.
Yes, it's time to make the predictions. 8-4, really?
Russell Wayne went 8-4 last week out of 12 games. That's with the point spreads, folks. If you don't believe me, you can always check out our archive on the at Main Event 365 on YouTube. Every prediction that we make is cataloged for posterity for all of end of time. 8-4, Russ, not bad, bro.
Yeah.
I lost my first. Mine was so bad. I'm not even going to say what my record was, but let's just say it was 2/3 worse than yours. So yeah, 8-4, buddy. You crushed it. After last year going 13 out of 18, I didn't know what you were going to come back, but you are coming strong. Your lock picks last year, I should say, were 13 of 18, but you just picked right up.
Well, now we're picking all of them along with the lock picks and everything like that. And
right, but I'm pointing towards percentage.
Sure. Yeah, I love it. This is fun for me. I don't gamble. I don't know if that gives me an advantage over all the gamblers because they get all, emotional when they lose. So they want to win their money back. I don't think like that. I actually just pick these games because I think it's fun to pick the games against the spread, but I don't value too much of the gambling thing. But do your thing though. I ain't judging you. Go out there, gamble away. It's legal in the United States of America. And you don't have to go to Vegas to do it.
That's right. It is war week here because the Detroit Lions, of course, at home against the Chicago Bears. That is a 7.5 point spread this week. Bear Down Mike says, good morning, Bear Down. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Best Bear fan on the earth.
Absolutely. One of the best Bear fans for sure. We got John Flickinger says, great game. He must be talking about that great Los Angeles Chargers victory that we took out on the West Coast. It's awesome. So let's talk about this Bears game real quick before we get into predictions. Justin Fields is going to play. I don't want to regurgitate the same stuff we talked about yesterday.
Right.
But the fact that this line is moving from 9.5 at the beginning of the week to 7.5 is really, really intriguing to me. I'm not sure if it's because of Justin Fields being named as the starter for the game. It was a wait and see. Let's see how he practices. Let's see how he throws the ball. And now it's been confirmed he will start against Detroit, and the line moved down a full 2 points. So I think that the odds makers think that having Justin Fields in there is a huge difference compared to Tyson Bagent. It's not just a half a point or a little difference. It's a full 2 points in the spread difference to have Justin Fields in there. What are your thoughts on that, Russ?
I mean, I think that's fair, especially, I mean, if it was a 7-point spread, I don't think that it would have moved down to 5 or anything like that. But since it was so high, and this is the NFL, guys. So even, I mean, best team against the worst team any given Sunday can happen. And yeah, if it was at 10, Justin Fields absolutely makes it a 7.5. Absolutely, for sure. I mean, I know that there's a lot of truthers out there that love the Bagent. I do think he has a better arm, but Justin Fields is explosive. He can change the game by himself. Now, he can also change the game in a bad way by himself, but one way or another, Justin Fields will change this game on Sunday.
He will change this game on Sunday one way or the other. Lorenzo says, for Jack Campbell, it's time to snack on a bear named Fields. Embrace the moment. Jack Campbell, I recently saw him on the back of a milk carton because he is absolutely missing in the last few games. I'm not sure if it's about he's doing such a good job that they're not running at him or throwing at him, or if he's just a rookie taking his lumps and we're just not calling his name through the course of a game. Jack Campbell, to me, is underachieving from what we thought he was going to do after the first couple of games where he looked like he was going to, on this incredible rookie trajectory is what it looked like. And now he's kind of cooled off. So thanks for that comment, though, Lorenzo. I love it. Jerome
I love that. Can I hit that one up a little bit on the Jack Campbell?
Yeah, sure.
Because I listen to all these coach speak stuff. And the thing is like, I personally, from the outside, I would be worried about it a little bit. I picked him. I mean, I thought he was going to be defensive rookie of the year because he was going to be playing middle linebacker every single snap and everything. But I think what happened was Alex Anzalone and Derek Barnes stepped up, right? Those two major linebackers. And what they're trying to do with Jack Campbell, because he's so talented, is keep him on the field, and they're putting him in a position that he's not used to yet. He's got to learn a new position, but his skills are so good that they want to get him out on the field. So he is more behind the 8 ball than we thought, but I think they're going to use him as a pass rushing linebacker. That's what they're trying to make him. And so far it hasn't worked yet, but they got to generate a pass rush in one way or another. So I don't blame them for trying.
Right, for sure. We got some other really good comments in here. Jerome says Lions are fried chicken right now, cooking with grease. I don't really understand the comment, but I do know that I like it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's
what
I
don't even know, man. But I like it. John says the Lions will go 12-5. I like that call. Looks pretty safe right now. Looking at this schedule coming up, Chicago, Green Bay, New Orleans, Chicago again, then Denver. We'll be at that game. Minnesota, Dallas, and Minnesota again. I definitely don't see more than 3 losses in there, John. So I love that call out of 12-5. Our buddy Paul says he sported DraftKings last night, had his bets lining up until old China Chop Joe went down with a hangnail.
Oh no. Yeah, that was that's one of the things that you can't really when you're doing the betting thing. I picked the Bengals too, but when
you picked the Ravens on the show yesterday.
No, I picked the Bengals. I know I said that I should pick the Ravens, but I'm going with the Bengals is what I said yesterday.
Well, so fortunately, the Thursday night games don't count on our stuff because we don't make those predictions on Friday. So that one doesn't go against you, my friend.
Sure. I mean, and that's fine and everything. But what the point that I'm making is that, like, you can't foresee injuries to major players or stuff like that. Obviously, having Joe Burrow go out, he wasn't going to cover the spread with the backup quarterback against that good defense. And there's no excuses, but there's excuses in betting. You can look at the bet and be like, well, that doesn't mean I didn't know what I was talking about. That means that my starting quarterback, Joe Burrow, Hollywood Joe, or whatever you want to call me, you can't, that team can't win without Joe Burrow. Let's put it that way. There you go.
But the Ravens did end up with a double-digit 14-point win.
Yep.
Joe goes down. I don't know about him being Glass Joe, though. I mean, try to shop Joe. That's a little harsh. I mean, the guy had a calf muscle problem earlier in the year. Looked like it was coming all the way back. Now they say this is a wrist injury. MRI's coming today on Joe Burrow's wrist. They say he could not throw a football on the sideline last night, so that's not a good sign. Jake Browning is certainly not going to get you into the playoffs in a stacked division, in a stacked conference.
It's my quarterback.
Jake Browning is not going to get you there in 2023 if you are in the AFC, especially in the AFC North. Bear Down Mike says, wasn't the spread at 10.5 in the beginning? Not that I saw, Mike. We first checked that spread on Tuesday, and it was 9.5. So perhaps
it was at 10. I know 10 for sure. I did see a 10 for
Not
sure.
to my knowledge. So that's even greater. I mean, that would be a 3-point swing. That is huge.
Right.
Normally it's because all the money is going one way is why they move the spread. But sometimes it could be because of an injury or a person coming back from injury. And I think that's what it is here.
Do you think Jonah Jackson being injured has anything probably not. I mean, I don't know. Has
Jonah
anything
Jackson's
to do with
not going to play?
I don't know if he's not going to play, but I know that he didn't practice. So, I mean,
okay. Well, I know Vitae, they're saying out for the year, probably. This could be the end. This could be the end of me struggling to say his first name because he may not be back with the Lions. He was brought here as a tackle. We moved him to guard. And when he plays, he's stellar. He's awesome. But the injuries are just too much. When you got a bad back, that's not something that just you come back from and everything's hunky-dory. I mean, the guy might have problems for the rest of his life with a back problem. Did you just change the comment on me? Yeah, are we gonna have producer wars? We're gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm just whenever you're talking, I try to put the score things in so that way you don't read. I mean, we love that you put scores in. We want you to put scores in, but we're not going to announce every score. So
right. Fred Peterson says, I'd like to say thank you to the Bears for helping out our secondary and allowing Fields to play, adding to our INT stats. Yeah. What we need is sack stats, man. I don't know. That guy's the slipperiest guy I've ever seen back there. It's going to be tough. We need to get the sack machine rolling. This would be a great week to do it. And I know if Tyson Bagent was there, we'd have better chance than we would with Justin Fields. So I love the comment, though.
Hey, that's good.
I'm at 3,000. I'm more afraid with Bagent being a wild card and being unpredictable, while with Fields, you know what you're getting. What do you think of that, Russ?
I mean, I think that's fair. The thing is like if you can make the Bears one-dimensional, if they can't run the football, they're done. They're done. Right. You're not going to be able. They're going to, construct pressure against him. He will be trying to escape the plot. But if you ain't stopping, or if they stop the Chicago's running game, which I think that they can. I don't think Herbert, but Foreman did go off on us last year on a different team. But if they can run the football, the Bears aren't in this game, guys. Like I'm not up here going to beat my chest and say, predict all these big wins because this is a division game. I think that the Bears are going to cover the 7 points, and I would love to be wrong, but this is a division game. You got Justin Fields coming back. He's got something to prove. He's got playmakers. They just won a couple games in a row. He's got to prove that this is his team, because if he gets truck sticked in this game, all of the Bear fans are going to be like, we need to Bagent. Get Bagent back in there. Every single one of them. So Justin Fields' career could be on the line here.
Right. Yeah. And that's a great point. I mean, they did come off a win in Carolina.
Not mine.
But you know what? That was an ugly win. That's a bad team. That's the worst team in the league, Carolina. And they were winning most of the game. The Bears actually didn't get the lead till the third quarter. And that's a bad team. And you barely won that game, really. What was it 16-13, I think was the final? You won by 3. So not a lot of confidence coming out of me that you're going to be able to do that against the Detroit Lions. This spread 7.5 is feeling like Detroit, and that 7.5 feels like a good bet all day to me. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you think. What else we got before we go to predictions?
Well, Ahmed had said 14-2, but then
Woo!
like, wait a minute, there's an extra game now. He says, yeah, I'll take 15-2.
Holy cow. He thinks we're going to win it out.
Win
I love
out.
it.
Win out.
And then this one's from a Green Bay fan. Dallas could be their next loss. That would be very nice because that doesn't come until week 17. So that would be 6 wins in a row to add to the 7 we already have. That'll put us at 13. I would love that.
There we go.
Love it. We'll run through the rest of these comments, then we'll get into predictions. Whoa, they're building up. Maybe we aren't going to get that far. Here's Bear Down Mike.
We don't want to get through all these comments.
Justin's first win was against the Lions. Does history repeat itself? Ooh, his first win was against the Lions.
And then he lost 3 in a row. What do you mean history repeat itself? History repeating itself would be you losing again because we have more wins than you.
Right. And we were 3-13-1 that year.
Unless it's history repeating. Is this a 1985 thing? Or I mean, how far are we going back here for history to repeat itself? Like all Lions have is recent history. And we have no championships, no playoff wins, no real reason to be happy, but we are.
Right. Sebastian says, don't the Lions struggle with mobile guys? Do they, Russ?
They do. I wouldn't say mobile guys. I would say elite tier quarterbacks is what they like. Guys that can throw the ball. He really struggles with and this is so funny on our defense. You got Geno Smith, who's playing, is proven to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. So those are 3 of the quarterbacks that our defense has struggled against. Everybody else they beat up.
And I'm not so sure that we struggle with mobile quarterbacks, Sebastian. And this is just my opinion. When you play zone, okay, you are able to keep your eyes in the backfield and watch what the quarterback is doing. When you are playing man-to-man, you have to turn your back on the quarterback to cover your guy in the secondary. I think that's what we struggle with. We struggle not just with mobile quarterbacks. We struggle with all quarterbacks when we play zone, when we play that soft zone. I think that's the key to why the Lions struggle against mobile quarterbacks. So when you get to situational football down in distance, Aaron Glenn has to do a better job of disguising his packages, disguising his coverages, right? And knowing the down and distance, when to stay in man-to-man and when to go to that soft zone coverage. Right now we're 7-2, so I'm not going to harp on the guy for it, but I think that's the key to why we struggle against mobile quarterbacks.
And something I want to bring up on, I know that he took a lot of crap on this game that he won last time. And when I listened to what Aaron Glenn had to say, he's not as down on the defense as you guys are out there because I don't know if you watched both halves of the game, because judging by the comments of how hard we're being on this defense, you only watched one half of the game, because in the first half of the game, they forced a couple 3-and-outs and they got an interception on Justin Herbert and jumped out to a lead that they could never get. They could never close that gap. So the defense changes when you're ahead. It does. But you can stop these guys. And they did have an 8-down goal line stand in which they gave up a touchdown on the 8th play. So I am not going to go and just say that this defense is awful. I think they still played hard in the game and they won. And they won the game. And when this was a mobile quarterback thing, but no, I don't think you can isolate it to mobile quarterbacks, because Desmond Ritter's a mobile quarterback. That's why they drafted him with his 4.5 40 speed. Baker Mayfield is considered a mobile quarterback because he can also run. I think that you're trying to put them into a compartment when you just make blanket statements like that, and I think that's not what it is. You know, every game is different. You're playing a different type of game. I mean, what about Tampa Bay? You know, that was a good, hard, defensive fought game where it was just physical right up front. If that got into a shootout, then we'd be having the same conversation. But the Lions coaching staff is playing the game for each team. Like, They can win in a shootout. They can win in a defensive battle. They can win on special teams. So this is just a good Detroit Lions football team. And you can overanalyze each game and all the bad parts of each game. But the bottom line is 7 wins, 2 losses, and they're playing winning football. And they can beat you in a variety of different ways.
Mm-hmm. And with the Lions having a game and a half up on the Minnesota Vikings because they haven't had their bye week yet, I think this is a great opportunity for the Lions. They can't blow this. One of our commenters said that if the Lions lose, it'll be a fluke. Well, flukes happen in the NFL any given Sunday, and this is going to be a big stumble if the Lions lose this game. Minnesota playing in Denver, a hot Denver Bronco team, while we get the Bears at home. This is a prime opportunity to put a stranglehold going forward with a big 2.5 game lead in this division. Lions cannot afford to screw this up. Paul says, I'd say take the points, but anything over 6 points haven't covered the spread, not even the Giants with 17.5. It's not entirely true, Paul. I understand where you're going, but our own Russell Wayne took the Giants in 12 against Buffalo. And Giants almost won that game. There have been several games this year as well where teams have covered the spread.
It's not foolproof, is what I'm saying. Don't just take those big points and
right. Yeah. Absolutely. Steve is real.
Yeah.
Says Lions 24, Bears 7, which means they won't cover the spread, but the Lions still get a victory. You know what? I'll take it because I try not to bet on the Lions ever anyway, just because I've been burned so many times. Mark says, welcome to the program, Mark. I think this might be your first comment. Welcome, sir. Would be awesome if Lions actually win on Thanksgiving for once. I love tradition, right? And you know, Russ, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. There's the 4 F's: food, family, faith, and football. All 4 on Thanksgiving. My 4 favorite things. And the Lions losing while the smell of turkey wafts through the house. I love tradition, but let's break that tradition this year, damn it.
Yeah, it's usually watching losing Lions football, but this year, I mean, when was the last time the Lions were favored on Thanksgiving? Jeremy B., where are you at? Find that out for me and put it in the comments.
Right. Last year they played Buffalo so tough on Thanksgiving. That was a heartbreaker, right? But it was the catalyst. And not only did you say it, Russ, you said it immediately after the game, Russ, but Dan Campbell and a few players actually said, what was the turning point last year? They said, well, it was a game we lost. It was against Buffalo. Yep. And we had that game in our hand, and we knew that we could hang with the best in this league.
That was where I got my comment. That was where I got all my confidence, because I remember you came on and you were mad about the game. You were, they did this and that wrong. And I was like, no, we're winning the next 6 games. Now, we only won 5 of the next 6, but it was a significant run. They made a push for the playoffs, and they fell 1 game short. Mm-hmm. And that was good for Lions fans. I mean, right. Lions fans can be satisfied with that, even though we're no longer going to be satisfied. It doesn't take long to push that line, move that goalpost to the point where I'm expecting winning football now and probably for the foreseeable future right now, as this team continues to get better and progress.
Mm-hmm. Jordan says, my only concern with Field starting is his connection with DJ Moore, which has already been established. He might be rusty, though. That's right. Coming off of a 3-game stint where he sat on the bench, he might be a little rusty coming off. But let's analyze this real quick, Jordan. The most success that Justin Fields has had, specifically with DJ Moore, is on short passes in the short passing game. He's had a few down the field, a couple of touchdowns maybe to him that weren't short passes, but mostly it's DJ Moore doing all the work, right? Doing all the heavy lifting in that pass play where there's success. So I think that if the pass rush can get to Justin Fields, it's going to be a very long day for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, this DJ where the Lions have struggles is when the offensive line is blocking our defensive line well, and the quarterback is good enough to find those receivers that are in that 10, 15, 20-yard range in the middle of the field, finding the holes in the zone. They are not weak at somebody taking a quick slant like what is in DJ Moore's wheelhouse. So the Lions are very, very good at defending the strength of that short pass. If Justin Fields is going to win, he's going to need protection. He's going to need to be in the pocket, and he's going to have to make those throws, that are exposing the soft spots in the zones of the defense. And if they don't do that, I don't really think they have a chance. It could get ugly fast.
Right. And like you think Bagent's a better thrower than Justin Fields. Paul says Justin Fields starting is an upgrade to our secondary. We don't need CJ back as long as we play Justin Fields. I guess that's what he's saying. This one, Fred says Justin's hero mode is going to kick in by the third quarter, and he's going to give the game away. Betting Fields has 2 turnovers, at least 1 fumble and 1 interception. I love that call. Hero mode, right? If the game is a double-digit lead at that point, and he's going to try too hard to bring him back, he's going to press too hard. He's going to make a turn. He's going to make a mistake, and that's how teams win in this league is they let you beat yourself.
Yep, and that's been Justin's biggest problem since coming into the league. It's not his ability. If you go with his ability, the guy should be the best quarterback in the league, but he just haven't lived up to that. So I know where Bear fans are at, because you're looking at this guy, you're looking at all this ability. You're like, damn, if he could just put it together, we would be unstoppable. So that's where you're at right now with Fields.
Right. Kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions. Our good friend Jeremy Ballreich says, we struggle with good teams, period. It doesn't matter if they have a running quarterback or not, is what he's saying there. So I think that's all NFL teams. When the competition raises, things get tougher. So,
it should, to tell you the truth, Jeremy, it should be a struggle against good teams. You know why? Because they're good teams. And the Chargers are a good team, and we just beat a good team. But guess what? We struggled too, but we won.
Oh, Sylvester says, I'm a Detroit Lions fan since 8 years old. I never had a Detroit Lions jersey, but I am a Detroit Lions fan. I am getting a jersey soon. Well, do we have that link for NFL Shop?
It's you know what? I'll put it in there.
There you go. Russ is going to put it in for you, Sylvester. We are an official affiliate marketing partner of the NFL Shop. You can get an NFL custom jersey like I did. And if you use our link, you can get 25% off. The holidays are coming. Santa will be at the mall. I would say go see Santa and say, hey, Santa, follow this link and buy me a damn jersey. If you want, Sylvester, I have a Kevin Jones, a Joey Harrington, and what's the other one? I got some other guy that don't play for us. Golden Tate, I think. If you're interested, free of charge.
That is beautiful. Let me get this link. NFL Shop Global. Now this is going to be created. There we go.
Gustin Fields blames the strong gust for his 3 interceptions in today's game against the Lions. I can already see it in an indoor stadium. Nice call on that. I like it. Mark says Hutch 2 sacks, Anzalone a sack, and McNeil gets a sack. Bugs gets a sack. It's like Oprah. Here's a sack for you, and you get a sack, and you get a sack. Wow. I don't know. The Bears offensive line playing much better than at the beginning of the season. And right now the D line for Detroit is in a drought. So I love you. I hope you're right on that call, Mark.
All right. There's the NFL Shop link. I'm throwing it in there.
Right. And that goes for everyone. Yeah, that goes for everybody. I mean, the holidays are coming. We don't sell stuff, right? We don't peddle stuff on this show. But if you do use our link to buy official swag from the NFL Shop, we do get a little credit for it. And you'll get 25% off than if you were to just tap on the link yourself. And when I actually bought, I used our link and I was going to get 25% off. Then I found there was a promo code for Snickers candy bars or for an additional 5%. So I was actually able to get 30% off this salute to service dope ass hat that I got here and my custom made Lions jersey.
So I love how you say we don't pedal stuff and then we just pedal stuff. But the difference is we were asked about it first. We don't go out of our way to tell you that. Yeah. So that's the point.
Bear Down Mike says 27-24 Lions win. Oh, he's got the Bears covering the spread. Justin has a good game. I don't care if we win or lose. These last 7 games, Justin is either auditioning for other teams or he proves he's our franchise.
Yep. I like that call right there. That's why I don't think the Lions are going to cover that 7.5. It's that damn half a point, guys. I think that the Lions are going to win 31-14 or 31-24. And the Bears are going to cover that spread by half a point.
I love that call. But Bear Down Mike, I think you're forgetting about option C. Option C is they control this kid's contract. They can keep him, sit him on the bench if they want to, draft a quarterback, bring in a free agent quarterback. They don't have to ship him off to another team, and they don't have to start him, right? That's option C. And if I'm Ryan Poles, that's the option I go with. I keep this kid on the team. I draft a quarterback, and I let him duke it out in training camp. Let the best man win.
So this is his 3rd year or 4th year?
This is Justin Fields' 3rd year.
3rd year. So he's still got another full year of a rookie contract where they're paying him $1.50 before they even got to make a decision on this guy. So I love that call. That's a great call, Mike.
And can't they tag him after that?
Yeah, but then you got to pay him like a top 5 quarterback. So
no, well, or maybe he'll be dumb like Jordan Love and do a 2-year split contract.
Sure, that's what so that is really the only option, because unless Justin Fields just turns into, Jalen Hurts 2.0 between now and the end of the season, he's not going to get any max contracts, and people aren't going to be beating down the door to get him.
That's for sure. Jeremy says the 4 good teams that we have faced, those teams have gained 304.5 yards through the air and gave up an average of 92 yards on the ground, which is just slightly over the league average, actually. So it's actually not that bad.
The team's 7-2. So the 4 good teams that we faced, it's like we're splitting hairs here, Jeremy. I could go into every game. The San Francisco 49ers have lost 3 games. They suck, right? God, they got to learn how to win their games. What the hell's wrong with San Francisco?
Well,
the Philadelphia Eagles lost to the freaking Jets. The Jets. Jets, Jets. Where's the criticism on that? Like, I get we're not completely happy with the team. No team is perfect. But 7-2 is pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Jeremy says on the other side of that, the 5 teams that we faced, the other 5 teams averaged 173 and less than 50 on the ground. I know that we were shutting the run game down in most of those games that we won. And if we can do that to the Bears and make them one-dimensional and make Justin Fields beat you, it's a gimme.
How many yards rushing did Seattle have in their win? We're stopping the run.
Under 100.
Under 100.
Mm-hmm. Cody says James Houston will start over Irvin when he comes back. I don't think Irvin's going to start anyway. Not once. I don't think he'll start this year.
Hey, but can I get here's something. I was reading through some of the comments on YouTube yesterday, and I got into a conversation. I can't remember who it was, but they were just talking about how Hutchinson has double the pressures of everybody. Nobody else is stepping up. I wanted to point something out is Aiden Hutchinson is taking 90% of the snaps from the end position. He's out there almost all of the time. There's no other pass rusher that's even half of that. How do you expect somebody to come up and have as many sacks?
Well, Max Crosby's actually on a clip higher than Hutch from the stat that I saw.
Okay, so Hutchinson in the top 5, one of the top in pressure.
For sure.
Right?
No question.
The point being, what I'm trying to say is Hutchinson's playing more than anybody else. So he's playing all these different snaps. Everybody else, Julian, Romeo, Josh Paschal, Kaminsky, all of these guys are just in a rotation playing about 25 to 30% of the snaps. So if you're expecting another guy to step up and have like 5, 6, 7, 8 sacks, not everybody can be James Houston and come in and get 8 sacks in limited playing time. Okay. Not everybody is that. That was an anomaly too. with James Houston being that good because he wasn't playing all the snaps. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw that out there for the statisticians that want to talk about how these other guys aren't doing anything, because other guys have gotten sacks. Julian's has gotten a sack. Romeo's gotten a sack. Tassel's gotten a sack. Everybody's gotten a sack. They just don't play as much as Hutchinson does. And they do need to be better. They need to win their one-on-ones. But if those guys step up, or any combination of those guys step up, I mean, that's why you get 5-6 sacks in a game.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you start getting them home. You know, that's why they come in bunches. You know, when you're getting the pressures, eventually you get a lot of sacks if you continue to get pressures.
That's our old friend Rajneesh in the comments. He's a hell of a Bear fan. He says, we're good over here in Chicago. JF1, lots of field goals. Oh, that's not what that stands for. Oh, that doesn't stand for lots of field goals?
Lots of
I think Bruce Irvin will help with contain when we're in zone. That's a good call. The zone requires pressure from the front four. Absolutely. You got to get pressure in this league with rushing 4 guys if you want to be successful against really good quarterbacks. We're not playing a really good quarterback this week, excuse me. But that's a great call out that when we are in zone, that might be a great situational place for Bruce Irvin to come into the game. He's a savvy vet, knows how to set the edge. He's not real big, but he's real fast. And at 36, they say he's very flexible and in great shape.
I mean, he looks like he's a 36-year-old version of James Houston, guys. Runs out of the gym, fast as all get out, and he's undersized.
I think Raj forgot that his team is absolutely ass.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Ahmed, I am officially inviting you to come and bring that heat, bring that smoke on Monday nights. And that is the Monday night. And I'm not as fast as you, Russ. I'm sorry. That is, there it is. Open mic night, NFC North open mic night every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You should bring that smoke. Tell Raj and Bear Down Mike that their teams are absolute ass.
Tell them. Let me get this one up because I had to move the thing out of the way to get to it. But right here. So it's kind of like this. Bring the smoke, guys. Bring the smoke. Good. See, this is a good thing for this show right here, because our show, we involve all the teams in the NFC North, right? Since there's no Packer fans that are left, we just kind of, all 3 of us get to make fun of the Packers by putting that post up, since nobody's watching from the Packers other than A-Dub and Steve.
It's 35 people watching and only 23 likes. So that's a good plus. Like 8 people need to click that like button.
Let me help there. Let me get in here. Okay. Now we're not, we're looking for it. It is, 20 people watching with only 11 likes. Come on. So this is what we like to do. Since I'm a big, huge wrestling fan, we go to the top rope like, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man, jumping from the top rope, and bring that elbow down onto the subscribe button, down onto the follow button, dig it. Like a Slim Jim, snap into it.
Snap into that like button like it's a Slim Jim.
Well, that worked for 2 likes. So we appreciate your 2 likes right there.
Right on. Be sure to follow us on Detroit Lions Villain Squad. Our page is doing really well. We are spreading the love, and it's at Main Event 365 on YouTube. Please subscribe. It's called 365. Why? Because 365 days a year, we are bringing you football content. I used to say quality football content, but not so much quality all the time. So,
what is the secret, though? What is the secret, though, Mike? We have to ask Jahmyr Gibbs and Taylor Decker what the secret is to all of the success.
Here's the thing, though. What I've been doing is 3:30 every morning. That's I get up and I do my sprints. Yeah, I mean, those are prime sprinting hours. People don't realize. And that's how I know I'm succeeding, is if I'm doing my sprints while everyone else is asleep. It's a winning mindset is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's the winning mindset, man. If you're not doing your sprints at 3 a.m., just forget about it.
Nice.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasted your time with all of that right there. But hey, we're up to 15 likes on the YouTube right there.
I actually have a hard stop today at noon, my friend. So let's get into these predictions, okay? Thanks everyone for your comments. We got through as many of them as we can. Feel free to continue to comment. I don't know if we can get them up on the screen, but we will try for sure. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games to select here to bet on, to give our predictions on. Russ, I'm going to go down them, and you're going to pick one as your lock pick. In the lock pick race right now, you are 6-4. I am 7-3. So through 10 weeks, I'm at a 70% clip. Main Event Mike crushing it this year with his lock picks. I have my lock pick already picked. So we're gonna start at the top here. These are all from DraftKings. We're giving you the lines, folks. We're gonna pick every game on the slate this week coming up. Can you believe it's Friday already? Only 2 more games, 2 more days, buddy, and we're gonna be back to football Sunday. This week is flying by. I love it.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
And Russ, you are not going to be at the Lions Den this week. Why is that?
Well, let me get in here since I just got my lock picks out there. Well, I don't have my
anywhere in central Michigan and you are close to Genesee County, Michigan, you should definitely come and see Russ play at Scooter's Lounge. If you've never seen Russ play and sing and play guitar, he is very, very awesome.
I'm trying to get that right there. There we go.
And Sunday, he'll be at Scooter's Lounge on Hill Road in Genesee County in Flint, Michigan. Immediately following the game, Russell Wayne performing live from 4 to 8. It's an awesome bar, too, by the way. They have an awesome staff.
And it's a
really
benefit.
And it's a benefit. Correct.
Yes.
It's a benefit for Jeremy Fennick, who's a local radio personality here. So it's going to be a really, really great time. I will be half in the bag at the Lions Den, so I will not be able to be there, unfortunately.
Well, that you get to be at the Lions Den, brother. That's our home base right there.
Yeah.
That's
the
what we
next
love.
thing to Ford Field, my friend.
Now, but tonight, if you guys aren't doing it, you're in the Genesee County area right here. This is my home stomping grounds as far as being a musician. Come out and have some dinner with me at Jester's on the corner of Richfield Center Road in Flint, Michigan. And I'm going to do some music tonight while everybody's eating steaks. There you go.
And if you do show up and you order a burger and it's not in the top 3 burgers you've ever eaten in your life, I will pay the tab.
Wow. Okay.
All right. That's how confident I am.
Yeah, but they could just lie.
Then that means somebody came to your show, and that means
that's right.
And you know what? You know what?
Wait a minute. You're
and
right.
You know what? I'm still safe because George will then reimburse me.
Ah, there you go.
See, and I'm confident because it was voted the best burger in Genesee County.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Good steaks. And George is old school, right? George is Greek. And his parents were from the homeland. So when you get the deep down, like the lasagnas and some of the authentic food where he just makes a big, huge vat and he carves you off a spot of it, that's the best food that they have there. I love the burgers, but it's the authentic, Greek dishes that he brought from the homeland. You can't get anywhere else. That's why it's good.
Absolutely. All right, let's move into these predictions now. All that self-promoting stuff is behind us here. First game on the slate by DraftKings happens to be the Chicago Bears, at the Lions. Minus 7.5, Russ. You've said you're going to take Chicago and the points?
31-14, and that's me taking Chicago on the points, but the Lions are going to win this game.
It would be 31-24 if you're taking the points.
31-24. That's what I'm going for.
So you're taking Chicago plus 7.5.
Correct. I hate saying that because it almost seems like I'm betting on Chicago, and I guess I kind of am.
No, you're betting the spread, and that's what you have to do when you're betting. So you don't bet with your heart, you bet with your head.
Thank you for acknowledging that, by the way.
Right. You don't bet with your heart. I'm going to bet with my head as well, and I'm going to remember the last time the Bears came into Ford Field, it was 31-10. And I think the Lions have gotten better. I think the Bears have gotten a little better. So I'm going to go 31-17. Lions cover, and Main Event Mike will take the Lions minus 7.5.
I want your result. I want you to win that bet.
Okay. Next one up is Dallas at Carolina. The Cowboys on the road are giving up 10.5 points. That's a big spread, but it is Carolina and Dallas. So Carolina plus 10.5. Because it's the home dog and the points, I'm going to take Carolina.
I'm just going to go against you on that, and I'm going to pick Dallas to cover that because Carolina's dog water.
They are dog water, and they smoked the Giants, who are also dog water. Okay. But you know what? They got beat by the Pastronaut in Arizona, who was dog water also. I just think 10.5 is a lot. They're going to be flying high off of that win against the Giants, a divisional game where they just smoked it. They're going to go on the road and win by a touchdown. That's
cool. We picked against each other 2 games in a row. This is already fun.
Yeah, last week it was like that as well, and you crushed me. So next one, Las Vegas Raiders at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are minus 13.
Dolphins are minus 13. Give me the Raiders and the points, and that is my lock pick of the week.
Wow, you think Antonio Pierce got him 2 in a row since he's been named interim coach. They're going against the most high-powered offense in the league, and you're going to take the 13 points. I'm going the other way, Russ. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to expose the
3
Raiders.
In a row.
The Raiders do not have a great defense, and you saw what the Lions did to the Raiders. I think Miami wins this game going away. I'm going to lay the 13. Next game, Arizona Cardinals with Kyler Murray standing tall in the pocket, pun intended, at Houston Texans with your boy, C.J. Stroud under center. The Houstons are a 5-point favorite in their building against the Cardinals.
Yeah, give me Houston. Give me Houston. I'll take those minus those points, and they're gonna. C.J. Stroud is awesome.
Well, I think it always comes down to quarterback duel to me, and I think Kyler Murray is good enough. I wish this spread was a little bigger. The way that the Texans are playing, I hate this game. I would never bet this game. I'm really torn on this one. I'm going to ride with you on this though and take Houston. All right. Next one, Tennessee at Jacksonville, -7. So the Jaguars are favored by 7 at home against Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans.
God, I hate this one too.
Divisional game. Game.
I hate this one. And because it is a divisional game, that's why I am going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars minus
7, right.
-7. Is that the correct bet? Or yeah, because I think it's going to be closer than that, right?
Oh no, then you're going to take Tennessee in the
point. Okay, Tennessee plus. Okay, give me Tennessee plus 7. It'll be closer than that.
Jacksonville always this year has been playing up or down to their competition. Tennessee starting a rookie quarterback. I'm taking Jacksonville. It's only a touchdown there at home. I think they can win by 10 or more. So I got Jacksonville. You got the Titans. Correct? You good with that?
Yes. I'm good with
plus 7.
But we got again, we're splitting.
Right.
God, somebody's going to be over.
I don't know if we're going to split on this one though. And this is my lock pick of the week. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Mistake on the Lake at Cleveland Browns. And the Browns are favored by 1.5, and they are starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson at quarterback, a rookie who struggled mightily in his first start. So Cleveland starting a rookie, but they're still favored at home with that incredible defense and run game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Cleveland.
I'm getting 1.5, and I'm Pittsburgh against a rookie quarterback. So that's my lock pick of the week.
It might be 2-0.
So you're taking Cleveland.
I'll take Cleveland.
Okay. All right. New York Giants. They've killed you, buddy. You've rode the Giants 3 times this year, and 2 of your 4 losses have come from the Giants. This week, the Giants are on the road against the Commanders. The Commanders are favored. Are you ready? First of all, how many points, Russ, is too many against the Commanders for the Giants? What should this line be? What would you be comfortable laying against the Commanders?
7.
The spread is 8.5. The Washington Commanders favored by 8.5 at home against the Giants. What do you got?
Do you really want to hurt me?
Boy,
Do
George.
you really want to drag me down like the Giants have all season? And I'm going to stick with them. Give me
Oh
the
my
Giants and
God.
the points.
Oh my God. I am going to take Washington Commanders just because the Giants suck so badly.
I love abuse. Abuse me, Giants.
I love why you're taking this, though. It's a divisional game, and 8.5 is too much in a divisional game. And Washington is not that strong. They're not going to the playoffs.
And I'm
so.
1-2. I'm trying to bring it back to even. I've picked the Giants 4 times now this year. I'm 1-2.
Unbelievable.
I need to bring it to even.
All right. So next game, the Los Angeles Chargers at the softest fan base in the league, the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. The Green Bay Packers are +3. So the Chargers are laying 3 points to the Packers. Who you got?
Oh, give me them Chargers -3 to put the whoop that trick. Whoop that trick right there.
Honestly, if the Chargers had beaten the Lions, I would probably take Green Bay in this game, but they're coming off a loss. That's a heartbreaker for them. They're going to be pissed. They beat Minnesota. I think they can also beat Green Bay on the road. I'm taking the Chargers as well. Next game, those Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Baker Mayfields at the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are at home, laying 12 points to the Bucs.
Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the 12 points.
Ouch. I'm going to take the Niners and lay the 12. Next, New York Jets. Jets. Dumpster fire Jets. One of the best defenses in the league at the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are -7 in this game. Didn't the Jets beat Buffalo the first time they played this year? I think they did.
Yeah, where's this at?
It's at Buffalo.
Oh my gosh, man. This is Vegas, guys. When I'm looking at the 7 points, it's just like it's so I don't want to pick this game right there. But it is a divisional game, and I hate like I can't just see them. I'm going against my gut right here, and I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills -7.
I'm also going to take the Bills, and for a different reason. It's because they haven't been covering. There's been a lot. They haven't been covering the spread. There's been a lot of negative talk about Josh Allen, a lot of negative, nasty memes going out there. Bills Mafia is pissed, and they are starting to make noise. And I think that after firing Ken Dorsey, the offensive coordinator this week, with Joe Brady coming in and running the offense, I think that they are going to rebound. They're going to let Josh Allen play freely. Okay. They're going to let him play a lot more free. That game plan that Dorsey had last week was terrible. And I just think they're going to rebound. They've got too much talent to continually not cover the spread the way they have. So both of us like Buffalo -7. 3 games left. Seattle Seahawks at the Rams, a division game. The Rams are at home getting only 1 point.
Gosh, man. Well, yeah, give me the Seahawks -1.
I'll also take the Seahawks -1. They've been underachieving. It's time for them to get right. I don't care if Stafford plays or not. Last game will be the Sunday night football game. This is going to be an interesting game, Russ. Minnesota Vikings at Denver Broncos -2. The Vikings are getting 2 points. Can you believe the Broncos are favored by 2 points at home against the Vikings? Who you got?
Well, the Pastronaut has been playing out of this world, but the Pastronaut is from Earth, and he's going to come back down to Earth. And the Denver Broncos are on a streak right now. I think they're actually, minus the record, we're looking at the team. I think this was one of the better teams in the AFC, and they're going to continue to ascend underneath of Sean Payton. I think that they win big. I think that the Vikings are going to get blown out.
All right, we'll go back later and edit that out where you said you think they're one of the best teams in the AFC. And I am going to take the Minnesota Vikings because I think this could be a 1-point win or this could be a Vikings victory. I think the Denver Broncos are still trash. They don't have enough defensive players left. They let Randy Gregory go. They let a couple others go. I just don't see them. I don't look at them as highly as you do. It's going to be tough for Minnesota to go out to Denver Mile High and win the game. But I am
After winning 5 in a row, by the way, they're feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, and I am getting 2 points, so I'm going to take Minnesota. Last game on the slate, and this is a doozy, brother. It's Monday Night Football. It's a repeat of Super Bowl 57. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. The Chiefs are a 2.5-point favorite. I got to grab a coin so I can flip it because I don't know on this one at all. Chiefs not playing as great as they did last year. The Philadelphia Eagles come in with the best record in the league, maybe the best team in the league, and they are getting 2.5 points on Monday Night Football. I'll pick this one first since I've been making you pick first. I'm going to take Philadelphia in the upset.
I'll take Kansas City just because you picked Philadelphia, and I don't want to flip the coin.
Okay, so I got Philadelphia plus 2.5, and you got the Chiefs minus 2.5. We only agreed on a couple of games here. The Seattle game and the Houston game are the only ones that we come together on. So you'll probably kick my ass again like you did last year.
Stop. You might kick my ass, and then you'll be like, oh, there's Russ back to earth again. There we go.
Folks, don't forget, tune in every Friday and you can get our predictions. Take them or leave them, use them or don't use them. Don't hold us responsible if you lose, but do give us the kudos if you win. Don't forget Football Talk with Russell Wayne every weekday morning at 11 a.m. And then every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it's the NFC North Open Mic. Be sure to follow us on the Detroit Lions Villain Squad on Facebook, at Main Event 365 on YouTube. For the Maestro Russell Wayne, I'm Main Event Mike. All the people in the comments, God bless you and God bless everyone. Peace out.
Yeah. Great show. Great show. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the broadcast. I'm glad that we have such an awesome team here. Sometimes it's Mike on here, sometimes it's Russ on here, but one way or another, the Main Event 365 and the Villain Squad, we're going to provide you with football talk every day, every weekday at 11 a.m. And we appreciate you. And in the comments section right now, if you were watching on the Detroit Lion News or you were watching on the Villain Squad, this is the link that I'm throwing into the comments right now to the live stream that we're on right now on YouTube. What I'd like you to do, because we're trying to build this YouTube page too. You know, it seems to be a better experience. Everybody seems to like it better. We can see your names on the screen. So go hit that subscribe button.
But they are who we thought they were. You like that? This comment. The only sprint I do at 3 a.m. is to the bathroom.
I like it. What in the world is he talking about? It's this thing.
Here's the thing, though. What I've been doing is 3:30 every morning. That's I get up and I do my sprint. Yeah, I mean, those are prime sprinting hours. People don't realize. And that's how I know I'm succeeding is if I'm doing my sprints while everyone else is asleep. It's a winning mindset is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
My favorite part about that skit right there is it's Taylor Decker, and I'm just picturing him getting up at 3:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning and his 300-pound ass doing sprints.
Oh, Steve, I hope you're still on. Russ, can you sing Beds Are Burning?
Beds Are Burning?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
It's Midnight Oil.
Can you sing it so I can know what it is?
Yeah. Out where the river broke, the deadwood and the desert oak. Holding wrecks and boiling diesels, steaming 45 degrees. The time has come.
I don't even know that one.
Fair's fair. How can we dance when our earth is turning? Come on, you know that song.
I'm a little lost on it, but I think that if Steve, that should satisfy you right there, because I was into it.
I think Steve is joking. He's clowning you with that because you kind of look like the lead singer.
Okay, you can clown me like that. You can compare me to a rich guy. Oh, is he? I mean, I hope at least he's good looking. But
he's not. You are much better looking than him, my friend.
All right. Well, there you go, Steve. This is what I got for you. Oh, we're having fun here. This is like the after talk right there.
I say more dumb things before 9 a.m. than most people say all day.
So Paul thinks that the Texans and the Cardinals won't even combine for 30 points. He says take the under. I don't know about that, man. Houston, CJ Stroud's throwing up 4 or 5 touchdowns in every game.
Yeah. See, this is not the same old Texans, guys. This is the Texans teams that fleeced the mistake by the lake for 3 first-round picks. And while everybody else has been picking once in the first round, these guys have been getting 2 top-end talent every year. And now they've stacked a couple of draft classes with 2 first-round picks. I mean, to pick number 2 and number 3 to get CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. This Texans team might end up at the end of the season being better than the Cowboys. The Cowboys may no longer be the best team in Texas. And I've been wondering, what was that ride home like from San Diego? Oh, I mean, Los Angeles.
Peace up, A-Town. Yeah! Okay! Usher. Lil Jon! Yeah!
Oh, Paul Jones says this is the best show on the interweb.
Last summer, we went out to a lake, and there were people way across the lake, and they were listening to that song. And as soon as it ended, I did the Little John, across the lake, and you could hear the whole party laugh, right? And a few seconds later, one of their guys goes back, You know, the sound carries across the water. It was pretty funny. Every time I hear that, it makes me cool.
I mean, that would be great. You know, you go to the, some abandoned like mountain range right there where you get the echoes. You're like, yeah.
I love the Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Oh, up, buddy. I'm late. Hey, man. See ya.
Yep. Yeah, take it easy, main event, Mike. I was able to stay on here a little bit. I wanted to say something about them Viking fans. I bet against these Vikings, so I want the Vikings to be able to have this on me. I have been brutally bad on the Vikings, and I was brutally bad on them again today. I think that the Broncos are going to beat them. I've bet against the Vikings on like every single game, and they've torched me. I mean, I have a good record in picking, but I think I let my emotions get to me sometimes. I'm watching this Denver Bronco team, and they're a lot like the Vikings, where they started out really, really bad, and they just started to seem to figure it out. They got a couple of good victories, but oh, thank you, Jordan, for the comment right there. Great job. This is harder what Jordan's putting on here. You got through the predictions just in time and covered plenty of the comments today. I love that. Because that's what we really try to do. Sometimes we miss a whole bunch of these comments. Because, sometimes we get into a good conversation with each other. And, we try to get to everything. And sometimes it's hard. Jeremy B knows that. He's got his own show. Sometimes it's hard to get to all the comments. And I apologize. It's never you. It's always on me. So I should probably change that one. I know you butthurt fans right there. There you go. This is going to be another PTSOL moment right here. This week, it doesn't even matter how easy you think the game's going to be. All the Lions fans think they should win against the Bears, but it's just that thing, any given Sunday, anything can happen. You think you're going to win, but this is the NFL, guys. Anything can happen. 10,000 followers, man. That seemed like a dream. May 30th, we got our page shut down. We had to start all the way over, and to know that we came from there to 10,000 villains up until now. That's all you guys. I mean, we're only here because we're fans of football. And when we started doing this show, I didn't think anybody was going to be watching. I was just trying to practice and get better at doing StreamYard stuff. And then, enough of you guys wanted to watch, which is really cool. And I appreciate it. Right there. The Road Warriors. Lions are 4-1 on the road. Had a lot of fun today. Let's see if I get some of these other. And that's a little reminder that on Monday night we do open mic. You can be part of the open mic. You can rip on other rival teams in the NFC North as well. And this is NFC North Talk with Russell Wayne. Today it was Main Event Mike. He's my partner in crime. One of us will be here every single day. Enjoy it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I put the link in the comments. Appreciate that. Ding. Ding. It's the holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, and you can get your NFL swag right here on our NFL shop link. Right there. Hook it up. Hook up somebody in your family. Don't worry, Detroit fan, man. Rhythm, because I can spell. None of us can spell on here. I make mistakes on putting stuff out there. These little pictures and stuff that I make every day. One of these days, we'll be able to afford to have a graphics artist that isn't me. And they can spell everything right. It's okay, Detroit fan, man. I'm not the grammar police like so many people on here. Your. I don't care. We're football fans. We're not supposed to be smart. We're supposed to watch football and go. That's Tool Man. That's the Tool Man. Right there. Come on and join me tonight. If you're out Genesee County area, Genesee County, that's in Michigan. So if you're from Wisconsin, I'll expect you to make that trip. I know Chad came out to my Jester's show. And I love Chad. Chad is a Bigfoot hunter because he is in fact Bigfoot. He is a giant size 6'8" man. I was just like, wow. I had no idea that you were that big. But he came out a couple weeks ago, supported my show, bought me lasagna. And I appreciate that, Chad. And you come out tonight, 6 until 9 o'clock. This is some of the best food that you'll get. And I'm a decent guitar player and a singer. I love to sing. I love to play music. It's been my life. And I love it. I love to see you out there. And then on Sunday, we're doing a benefit for a friend that's been in the business up here. Radio DJ. Playing some music. Scooters Bar and Grill. That's on Hill Road. That's also in Genesee County. I'm going to go up there and watch the game while this benefit goes on. And hope to see you out there too. Yes, 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 yes. I know it's not morning anymore, but that's a pretty cool picture. All right, let's get here with some of this. I like some of these things right there.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious.
I was never in this for the money. But it turns out that the money was an absolute necessity for me.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Hail to the king, baby.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Little Quay Walker action right there.
Progress, not perfection.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I knew we could have won state, man. I know I came in a little bit overweight, but I'm going to do much better next time. One pride, let's go. Woo!
Life is not that complicated. You get up, you go to work, you eat 3 meals, you take 1 good shit, and you go back to bed. What's the fucking mystery?
I hope you guys had some fun today, man. I'm having fun on the after. This is the after show, right? We love Marvel. And if you've been to any Marvel movie, you know that when the movie's over, then you can wait for the credits, which is kind of like what's happening right now. This is kind of like the credits for the show. Well, after the credits, they have the one final thing, right? And that's what we love to do, because we love to end every single program with Green Bay crying. But before we get to that, I want to say a blessing over your life, because this is all in fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously here. So I want to leave you with this. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again on Monday for Football Talk with Russell Wayne. God bless.
It's not fair. They were so happy. It's not gonna be okay.
What's up, y'all? This is Ifeatu Melifonwu, safety for the Detroit Lions. And I just want to take some time out to give a big shout out to Russell Wayne and main event Mike from the Detroit